over the years, Warner Brothers has tried to monetize its catalog of older films through different subscription services, of course. Now, Warner Brothers Entertainment has quietly taken a new approach to bringing its content actually to YouTube
Hmm.
to farm its film catalog to the digital ad revenue. Now, since the start of 2025, the company has released 31 movies from the Warner Brothers
Wow.
owned YouTube channels. Now, they're all available for free too. I know you're about to ask. The movies include ads, of course, unless you are a YouTube premium subscriber. Now, that some of the titles are varied and freaking they're all across every single genre. It's kind of wild, with some films on the list dating back decades, of course, like I said, over 100 years of Warner Brothers. The movies include Monty on the Bounty, starring Marlon Brando, The Adventures of Pluto Nash, starring Eddie Murphy, Oh God, starring George Burns in the title role, The Mission, starring Robert De Niro, Waiting for Guffman, Return of the Living Dead Part 2, and Leonardo DiCaprio's climate change documentary, The 11th Hour. Now, the most viewed movie of the batch is Mr. Nice Guy. Of course, this is the 1997 action comedy starring Jackie Chan, which has more than 16 million views since Warner Brothers released it on January 1st on one of their YouTube channels. I think this only makes sense, with there being so many different ways to generate revenue from your content, your films, your TV shows, all of that good stuff. I think why not? Why not put your stuff on YouTube and try to generate some money from that ad revenue? Because it's kind of like the same thing trying to generate ad revenue from like a Tubi or from trying to put it on a linear television service to where it plays all day and you get ad breaks and things like that. So I will say that kudos to Warner Brothers for trying something new and seeing what will happen because like I said, they have so many freaking decades of historical content that's just sitting there. So, if you're not going to license it out, might as well do something with it and then just let it, just waste away by the wayside.
Well, a couple of things here is that it was definitely quietly. I had no idea. We're on
Yeah.
YouTube constantly. I never knew that they had already dropped 30 plus movies on there. Like, wait a minute, what they have? My concern is that Zasloff has said time and time again that he's maybe not a fan of Max. He's more focused on Discovery and all of his Food Networks and, Home and Garden and all that stuff. Is this a quiet, deceptive way of getting rid of Max? Like, oh, look, we can quietly put them on YouTube and you can watch them there and we don't need Max anymore. I think that's a mistake. This is not how you promote your streamer and try to build subscribers to your streamer by putting shit that could be on your streamer somewhere else for free. I'm just saying it. Maybe you include a link to Max to sign up for Max in one of the ads that you're watching on YouTube for free. I don't know, but this seems counterproductive to me unless your real goal is to get rid of Max. Which with Zaslav, you never know. The stock is still only at $10. I think a lot of people are unsure of Zaslav and what he's doing or not doing. Just saying, as we see Disney rising, Zaslav and Warner Brothers still zoom. So what? But hey, it's all about it, right? You just keep doing you.
Well,
But
I definitely feel like that. I don't think it's a mistake just because if you go on a streaming platform and you go through all the movies or television shows, it is overwhelming.
it's a
So
lot.
it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. So I feel like putting them somewhere else for the ad breaks and commercials, especially if they're films that they've done the research on to where these films aren't getting as many views as the other ones that are on your streaming platform. I think it makes sense, but it would be, I mean, of course, we're just theorizing and hypothesizing. It would be absolutely wild if he got rid of Max because, like, this is a huge streaming platform that has so many, I mean, critical acclaim,
Oh yeah.
award-winning television shows, and films. I just feel like, that would be a very dumb decision if that were to ever happen. But yeah, hopefully, We're trying to figure out the freaking storm that is Warner Brothers Discovery because of Hurricane Zaslav. So we're trying to get through to the other side. That's for sure.
You know, you bring up a good point, and then we'll move on. But it's one thing I think Disney Plus does really, really well. And to be fair, Max has started to kind of do this, as well as some of the other streamers, especially Paramount. Disney Plus always, from the get-go, had here's all of our Marvel stuff. Here's all of our Disney Channel stuff. Here's all. It's very easy to go to Disney Plus and find what you're looking for because they're all categorized. And even within the categories, they're categorized, right? Like, here's Marvel Animation. Here's the MCU. Here's the non-MCU. So it was very, and you're starting to see that with the other streamers. And that, just to your point of, it can be confusing sometimes to find something that you're looking for. And for me, I don't always want to have to go to search and type it in and try to find it. I'd rather just be able to look for it and go, oh, boom, there it is. So, yeah, that makes sense. It really does make sense.